Chocolates, cheesy biscuits and charming houses. I'm flying on KLM for the first time. Will I be as flat as the Netherlands or over the moon? There's only one way to find out. Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm here at SXM, St Martin International Airport, which is over in the Caribbean. Beautiful island, lovely place to go if you ever get a chance. And today I'm heading off on KLM. I'm going to be flying from here, St Martin, over to Amsterdam, with a little stop in Port of Spain at Trinidad on the way. Flying in a business cabin. Should be a really good flight. I'm really looking forward to this. I've never done KLM before, so it's a first for me. So I'd love it if you came along. Let's go. Hello.
KLM, or are you from?
KLM. St Martin Airport looks a little basic when you enter, although I expect that has more to do with Hurricane Irma and the ongoing rebuilding work. But check-in was quick, as was security. Airside, you have a choice of shops and cafes to while away the time, and plenty of seats. It is quite warm in there though. There isn't a lounge in the airport, so I headed down to my gate, which strangely was quite a lot cooler. Boarding was called and it was a walk to the aeroplane. And up the steps onto KLM's Airbus A330.
Straight and then to the left. Can you step aside maybe? Thank you so much. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hello. Hello, welcome.
I sat in the last row of the business cabin. It's a 222 seating config, which means it can be a bit of a pain getting out from the window seat if you have someone in the aisle. Luckily, I had no one sat next to me. On the seat is a lovely large pillow and a blanket, noise cancelling headphones and a reading light. On the other side was the TV remote, a socket for the KLM headphones, and one for your own if you prefer that, along with a USB slot. You got universal power in the centre console, and there's a little cubby for your feet. A chilled glass of champagne and a lovely looking amenity kit were delivered as we waited for the rest of the passengers to board.
Flying time for sport 1 hour and 50 minutes, 1 to 5 minutes, and we expect to depart shortly.
The safety video was different. Hand-painted Delft tiles created an animation. Very creative.
For your safety, make sure your carry-on luggage is stowed before taxi, takeoff and landing.
There were lots of people waiting for this one to take off on Maho beach. We're up and away from St Martin. My GoPro had a little bit of a hissy fit just as we went to take off, so I had to film it with the Osmo, which goes a bit wonky on takeoff. But anyway, I think we got it. So we're on our way down to Port of Spain in Trinidad. There's a snack coming out already. We've only been in the air about 4 minutes. So yeah, it's so good. So far so good. Seat's quite comfortable. It's missing a bit of stories though. We'll explore that as we go on through the flight. Just had a little weird experience. I was sat here watching the TV and I thought to myself, my seat's moving on its own. I couldn't work out why, and I realised it's where the controls are. Let me show you. There's the controls on my elbows there, so it was moving the seat. The wonders of technology. So that bit's in slightly the wrong place for me. But it should be alright when I lie down later. It wasn't long before Trinidad came into view, and we headed in for our short stop at Port of Spain.
Cabin crew, take your seats.
That's the first leg over. We're on the ground in Port of Spain. So we've got about an hour and a half on the ground here, I believe, until we take off for our long trek to Amsterdam. So far so good. Had a couple of beers, some cheesy biscuits, which are really quite nice. Surprisingly, it was cheese or caramel, what a choice. But just a little snack, and dinner will be coming later when we get away from here. So it's a full change round here in Port of Spain. The crew that came from Amsterdam and carried on through St Martin get off here. Some have got a day before they come back, and one lucky lady's got 3 days. She was very happy about that. She's the only one on the flight, but I'm sure she'll have a nice time. So we've got the caterers on, they're replenishing all the catering, the cleaners are on, changing all the bedding and pillows and things like that. But yeah, it's busy. It's like an Olympic sport cleaning an airplane. Lots of cargo going on. In-flight entertainment is you've got a nice big screen on there. Yeah, it's really clear. It suffers a bit from reflection because it's not a matte screen, but that'll be alright on a night flight or if you close your windows. You get a handset as well that replicates it, and it's also, you can play games and things on it. Lots of different languages, but we choose English, and you've got lots of movies and things like that. It's quite responsive on the touch, so you can navigate it through this way, through there. You've got a moving map. All the movies you've got. Scroll through. Yeah, it's pretty good. And what you can do is on the handset, you can put a map on the handset as well, so you can watch the film, but you can also have the moving map. So at the moment we're parked in Trinidad. Yeah, so you haven't got to flick between them, you can have it on the handset and see where you are if you like the moving map. I enjoy the moving map. I also enjoy falling asleep to films, so that's what I'll be doing. So still on the ground here at Port of Spain. Got another welcome glass of champagne. We've been sat here for a while. And menus. So I'll look at the menu.
Be aware, the exit may be behind you. It's almost time for the final cabin check. Please make sure that your tray table and video screen have been stowed away, that the back of your seat is in the upright position, and that your headrest has been pushed down.
If you like these videos, why not subscribe and hit the bell button so you'll know when I post new ones. It'd be great if you did. After takeoff, hot towels were distributed, along with more champagne and a huge tray of nuts. Out of the window, the moon was on the rise and the sun was on the set. And then came dinner. My starter was seared baby scallops with a salad and bread roll. Salt and pepper came in a pair of clogs. How very Dutch. The cutlery looked fantastic. I'd have them at home. It was very good. The sun set some more and the main course arrived. I went for the cheese ravioli, which was surprisingly tasty and not at all stodgy, which ravioli can be. And then dessert was a chocolate brownie, cream puff and a fruit tart, all finished off with a chocolate house. A delicious meal. After dinner, I took a trip to the loo, which is decorated with images of the Delft houses that they give you at the end of your flight in business class. You'll find Rituals toiletries with KLM branding and everything else you need to make a successful trip to the bathroom. Even a real tulip. Or is it? Feed me Seymour. And my day was done. I managed about 5 hours sleep across the Atlantic. The bed's fairly comfortable, but for me it was a bit tight around the shoulders. It's not too bad if you lie on your side. At this point we were off the south coast of Ireland and the sun was on the rise. The cabin crew set about serving breakfast of fruit, yoghurt, granola, some bread and smoked salmon. Anyone want it? I also had a fruit juice, a cup of tea and my own Delft house. Good morning. on this KLM flight. We're heading into Amsterdam. We're just going over, I think it's sort of Bristol. We're turning a bit now. Are we going left? I don't know. Anyway, we're heading to Amsterdam, and we should be on the ground in less than an hour. Comfortable enough flight overnight. Obviously, you don't get the sleep that you would in your own lovely bed, but yeah, you get some, which is not too bad in a flat bed. Let's have a look at the amenity kit that you got, KLM. It's quite nice in the colours. You get lip balm, toothpaste, face moisturiser, socks and a toothbrush, eye mask and earplugs, and a little pen. Not bad. Okay, should be landing soon. 24 minutes to Amsterdam. Just going out from the east of England over the Channel and the North Sea to drop into Amsterdam. And that's it, a great flight with KLM. I really enjoyed it. The crew were absolutely fantastic, the food was good, and I will definitely fly with them again in the future. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.
Passport.